let's talk about anger, the root of it, and how to get rid of it. I find that whenever there's anger stirred up in my heart, if I trace it further, you have to ask yourself, like, why am I angry? And then it might be like, maybe there's some sort of injustice, maybe there's some wrong accusation, there might be something going on that feels unfair. But ultimately, what's underneath that is not feeling safe, not feeling heard, not feeling cared for, seen. And it's out of that place of not feeling safe that we have different coping mechanisms. One happens to be anger. Anger can be very, very inward and not show on the outside, or it can be very outward and very loud, and it can be anywhere in between. Just because it's not expressed outside of your body doesn't mean that it's not there very strongly. And other people might think like, frustration or things like that. Words like that might resonate with them better than anger. And with me, I have no problem resonating with anger. I can definitely get some anger. And so the key to getting free is to trace that down and find where it's coming from and how it's serving us, or how we're like using it to serve us, even though it's not serving us very well. And when we find what's driving it and why we're using it as our coping mechanism, then we can resolve the root issue with the Lord. So, like for me, I have someone in my life that I feel like has very much not been gracious, has been accusatory, and has compounded the pain in my life. And when I think of them, it seems to stir anger. Like, Lord, I bless them, I forgive them, like all that. But there's still anger there because there's still hurt there. And so the thing is at that place of hurt, it feels like that I have given and sacrificed for this person specifically just to be turned and to be misunderstood by them and to be accused by them. And that feels like betrayal. Well, Jesus was betrayed, right? Like, not only was he betrayed by Judas, this morning I'm like working through this with the Lord. Jesus felt betrayed by God. He literally said, my God, why have thou forsaken me? I dare say that feeling forsaken is like kind of the same thing as feeling betrayed. It might be a technicality there, but I think we're safe to say they are in the same zone. And so, like, I realize that there's some places deep inside where I'm not feeling protected by God. I'm not feeling protected by Him. And so maybe I feel in some places that same way towards God. Well, the good news is that Jesus felt it, and it wasn't sin, because we know Jesus didn't sin, that He was honest with God and He talked to God about that. Because I think if we feel deeply safe with the Father, and we then it's going to be okay when other people mistreat us. So Jesus did not count it as evidence that he was less than, unworthy, or any of those things because of what happened to him on the cross, even with the Father.